everyone, Professor Griffin here, and I'm here with the battle between the Rome Empoleons and the San Jose Scizors. A bit delayed here, but it's going to be Aaron 12 and the Rome Empoleons versus El Edgar, showdown name Smiley 1998, and the San Jose Scizors. Taking a look at their lineups for Aaron 12 and the Rome Empoleons in the OU category: Kyurem Black, Mega Mawile, and Tangrowth; UU Elomamola, Rioniclus, and Mienshao; RU Mandibuzz, Emboar, and Rhyperior; and in the NU category, Incineroar, Excelgor, and Rotom. That's a regular Rotom, no appliance there. For the San Jose Scizors and El Edgar, showdown name Smiley 1998, it's Mega Alakazam, Tyranitar, and Chansey in the OU category, Hippowdon, Primarina, and Lucario in the UU category, Rotom Mow, Melodic, and Goodra in the RU, and for NU it's Silvally, that's any type Silvally, Malamar, and Garbodor in the NU category. His Z captains are Tyranitar, Lucario, Goodra, and Silvally. A very good Z captain there in Silvally in the NU category because it can run a lot of different moves, and it'll be interesting to see if he attaches a Z Crystal to Silvally. First, if he even brings Silvally, and second, does he attach a Z Crystal to it, or does he use that Z Crystal in a different Pokemon, Tyranitar, Lucario, or Goodra? Without any further ado, let's get to the match and see what they bring and how this turns out. Good afternoon, everyone. As I said before, let's get to the battle. Here we go. It's between Aaron 12 Pokemon and Smiley 1998. Now we can see that Aaron 12 and the Rome Empoleons have brought Kyurem Black, Mega Mawile, signified by the Mawile there, Tangrowth, Incineroar, Mienshao, and it's going to be the regular Rotom. And for Smiley 1998, it's going to be Hippowdon, Goodra, Melodic, Malamar, Chansey, and Alakazam. That's a Mega Alakazam there. So let's see what we have here. As they start off the battle, it's going to be the lead Pokemon. It's going to be Kyurem Black for Aaron 12. And for Smiley and San Jose, it's going to be Hippowdon. Hippowdon bringing that sand with it. And it's going to be a very interesting battle here as Melodic instantly comes out for Hippowdon there. And Kyurem Black going to counter with a substitute, hoping to get probably a couple of Dragon Dances up against Melodic there, set up, and be able to unleash some really powerful moves. Melodic activating that Flame Orb, that's going to raise its defense by 1.5 times there due to the its ability Marvel Scale with the burn. Now there are Dragon Pulse from Melodic also coming after the Fusion Bolt, which takes it down to nearly 0% there, and as the burn just chips away at it, Melodic has one turn left basically. As there goes the Dragon Claw, that's going to take out Melodic, and Kyurem Black, by virtue of having that substitute up, was able to negate the damage from Dragon Pulse there, which would have been a pretty devastating move by Melodic, and a very good bring by San Jose. San Jose bringing out Malamar now with going up against Kyurem Black. Kyurem using Dragon Claw there, going to take out just under 50% there from Malamar. The superpower coming out now. That is super effective against the Ice type that's part of Kyurem Black. So that's going to also raise Malamar's attack and defense due to the competitive ability there by 1.5 times, or 1 stage each. Now Incineroar, ooh, you don't want to do that, Aaron. That activates the, due to Intimidate there and the flipping of the stats there, instead of lowering Malamar's attack, it's going to raise Malamar's attack another stage to 2 times. Malamar then using Rest, rehealing up to full, but staying asleep, using that Sleep Talk. Sleep Talk's going to choose Superpower, going to be again super effective against the Dark type that's part of Incineroar there, and also raising attack and defense by another stage. So Malamar looking in very good form here. Mawile comes out, going to expect it to go Mega first turn, yes. And what is it choosing to do? So Malamar gets to go first, actually, going to stay asleep, sleep talk again, going to choose a random move that it knows, and it's going to choose superpower again, a critical hit. Don't know if that matters or not, but it's going to raise attack and defense another stage. 3 times attack, 2.5 times defense. Malamar is a force in this battle. Mienshao coming out now, and it's going to use U-turn, but the Tanga Berry is going to halve bug-type attacks power, and it's going to come back in favor of Rotom. Now Malamar wakes up off of that rest, and it's going to use superpower again, but Rotom is immune to that, being a ghost type, so no effect there, and not doing anything. Volt Switch coming out. Rotom's going to go back. Is it going to be Kyurem Black? Yes, it is. Now, I have not seen this before, so that was just a lucky yes. There's a knockoff. That's going to get the KO on Kyurem Black, and for what it's worth, Leftovers there is knocked off of Kyurem Black. Doesn't make any difference whatsoever. But that's going to be another kill for Malamar. And Mienshao coming out. U-turn. Going to be super effective again, taking out 41% of Malamar's health. Going back to Rotom, predicting the superpower coming out of Malamar. Is he actually going to go for that? No, he's going to go rest again, re-heal up to full HP. And Rotom now out. Is he going to follow with another Volt Switch? No, Trick! Oh boy. Malamar gets a Choice Scarf, so Malamar will be locked into the next move that it chooses, which he's expecting to use Sleep Talk. Malamar will now be locked into Sleep Talk. That's fine while Malamar is asleep, but once Malamar wakes up, Sleep Talk will do absolutely nothing. Sleep Talk chooses Rest for that turn. That fails due to Malamar already being asleep. And Volt Switch going to come out, and it's going to be Mienshao now. And Sleep Talk again going to be used. Has to lock into it due to the Choice Scarf. And it's going to choose a random move, superpower, Rest. It's going to be Rest again. Oh boy, that's not good for Malamar. Sleep Talk, and because it's now locked into Sleep Talk, it will wake up this turn. So he has to switch it out. Hippowdon coming out, raising up the Sandstorm again. U-turn, so Mienshao coming back. It's going to be Tangrowth, a good counter to Hippowdon, because it has naturally high defense, and it's also, the grass type there is super effective against the ground type Hippowdon. So Hippowdon's going to come out. It's going to be Chansey coming out. Naturally high defense there, and you expect it to hold the Eviolite. It does, by virtue of the knockoff is revealed and knocked off subsequently. So no Eviolite for Chansey anymore. That reduces Chansey's effectiveness. But Noodles, the Tangrowth, coming back, it's going to be Rotom there. Predicting a Seismic Toss. No, it's actually going to be a Toxic there. But still a miss, as Toxic, unless the Pokemon that's using it is a Poison type, Toxic does have a chance to miss. If the Pokemon using it is a Poison type, Toxic will hit 100% of the time if it can. Of course, if the opposing Pokemon is in a Steel type, it won't hit because of the immunity. But a Volt Switch coming off of Rotom, going to take out about 15% of Chansey's health. Switch out, Mienshao comes in. Toxic coming out, going to hit the Mienshao and afflict it with a Toxic there. So it's going to start chipping away at Mienshao's HP. Chansey coming back. It's going to be Hippowdon coming in. U-turn coming out, about 12%. And it's going to come out. And Tangrowth coming in. That's an easy predict there for Aaron. And Rome Empoleons. Rome on their back foot, but this still could go either way. Goodra coming in. Look for that Sap Sipper ability on Goodra to be able to absorb. There it is, the Grass type move. Predicted the Grass type move from Tangrowth. He did, and that's going to raise Goodra's attack by 1 stage, 1.5 times attack. But he's going to use Dragon Pulse, a special move, so not affected by that attack boost, but still going to be very good against the Tangrowth there, knocking out about 38%, 36% that turn. knocking off the choice spec, so it would have been locked into Dragon Pulse. Now Goodra can choose any move that it knows, but Dragon Pulse is still a good target. Fire Blast, oh, Fire Blast coming out. That would have been good, very good against a Tangrowth. Also good against Rotom there, as Rotom doesn't have a whole lot of special defense. Shadow Ball coming out, going to do about 24%. Dragon Pulse going to come out for Goodra and pick up the KO on Rotom. So now Aaron and Rome are down to their final two Pokemon. It's Mienshao and Tangrowth. Now that Mienshao, as we can see, is poisoned with Toxic already, so it can't stay in for too long. Longer it's in, the less HP it's going to have, as the more Toxic will take each turn. High Jump Kick coming off of Mienshao there, going to take out just under 50% of Hippowdon's health. Hippowdon exposes that it has leftovers, and holding that, we're going to re-heal a little bit each turn. Mienshao going to continue with the High Jump Kick. Not going to do a whole lot, and about 40%. Hippowdon getting down, going to use Slack Off to restore some HP. Basically another form of recover there, as Hippowdon goes back up to 67%. Tangrowth has to come out against Hippowdon. That's the only Pokemon that can really take it. And Hippowdon uses Whirlwind. That's going to switch it out and bring Mienshao right back into this battle. Don't stay in the back for too long. Mienshao's coming right back out. But that Toxic does reset due to the switch. So it's going to start slowly chipping away again. U-turn, going to come out. Tangrowth going to come right back in. That's the only other Pokemon Aaron and Rome have against Hippowdon. Hippowdon now exposing Stealth Rock, so it's going to take that chip damage every single time that Tangrowth or Mienshao switch, including U-turn, including, well, I think that's really the only thing that's left for Aaron at this point. Chansey coming back in is going to take a Hidden Power and really just absorb that, do next to nothing. 8%, as Chansey can just take those all day long and continue to stall out this battle. Mienshao coming right back in, looking to do some fighting, super effective fighting type damage against Chansey. Countering with Toxic though, as Mienshao is already poisoned, so the Toxic really not going to do anything there. A wasted turn. Malamar coming out. Now Malamar's asleep, but holds the Choice Scarf. Now that means that it resets. High Jump Kick picks up the KO on Malamar. And so it's now 4-2 in favor of San Jose and Smiley L. Edgar. So now the next Pokemon to come out for L. Edgar is going to be back to Hippowdon, as the Sandstorm continues to pick up that chip damage, in addition to Toxic, in addition to the Stealth Rocks that are up there as the switches. Now with this Whirlwind and Stealth Rock, a very potent combination, you can keep the opposing Pokemon switching in every single turn. Whichever Pokemon is dragged out by Whirlwind, it's going to be the other one, either Tangrowth or Mienshao, will take that Stealth Rock damage each turn. And if it's Mienshao, it's going to continue to take the Toxic damage. Mienshao will be done after this turn due to Toxic alone. And there's the Earthquake there. That's unnecessary at best. It still picks up the KO either way. Takes about 40% health from Mienshao's High Jump Kick, the last move that it will use this battle. It's going to be Tangrowth. Now Tangrowth is going to come out and has to stay out for the remainder of this battle. No Whirlwind, nothing out. So Hippowdon going back there, going to Chansey. If Chansey can absorb, I don't want to say absorb, but really just take the moves that Tangrowth is going to use. Earthquake only doing about 20% there. Chansey going to look to get a Toxic out, which will put a huge clock on this battle. Chansey first going to use Soft Boiled, recover some HP so that it can stay in throughout the remainder of this battle. Now the critical hit from Earthquake there, kinda, well, anything counts at this point because Chansey is now down to 30%. Probably going to use another Soft Boiled there, or going to use a Toxic there. Just get the Toxic out and put the huge clock on Rome, as Earthquake, he needed to hit a critical hit there, the KO Chansey. Otherwise, Chansey's just going to use another Soft Boil next turn to avoid the KO or switch into a different Pokemon. Nope, that's going to be the Soft Boil there. Chansey's just going to stall out the remainder of this battle as the rest of the turns are kind of unnecessary. Chansey just can continue to use Soft Boiled every single turn. Toxic will eventually wear down the Tangrowth down to 0 HP. So I feel pretty confident in calling this battle over, with Chansey proving me right, using Soft Boiled there. Earthquake back to down to 21% more, so back to 56% overall. Toxic takes out another about 20-some%, and there's a Seismic Toss. That means Toxic will KO this turn. Earthquake taking out another 24%. Toxic picking up the KO for Chansey, as that means this battle is officially over then. And San Jose and El Edgar will pick up the win and the +4 differential, moving to 1-0 with that +4. And then Aaron 12 and Rome Empoleons will pick up the loss, moving to 0-1 and a -4 differential. Thank you for joining me for this battle. This has been Professor Griffin, wishing you all a good day and good battles.